Yes, I have two news stories for you, but you need to tell me about your experience with the cowboy shop.
Yeah, so I don't really know if like where to start with this. That I guess we have to back up a teensy bit and kind of mention the silly sense of how there's like I don't see a subculture, but just a thing of like certain Germans that are very infatuated with the United States,
Particularly the Southwest.
Particularly just like the South, and like it's like an amalgamation of like anything that then's like Southern U.S. It could be like the South, like like Mississippi, Alabama.
Okay.
That type of shit. It can go all the way over to like Arizona, California, shit like that. Right. They just think it's all the same for the most. Like, I mean, They probably know that like there's like the Southwest is more like cowboy stuff, but it's generally like this is the U.S. baby. Like, everything from, Wild West and Cowboys to like Dukes of Hazzard would all fall under like the same category for this kind of guy or gal. And so I had a last minute Halloween costume idea of going as a cowboy.
Yeah.
I ended up not doing anything for Halloween, but my initial goal was like, okay, whatever, I'll go as a cowboy. And there's a Western shop near my place that was recommended by a few people. And I found their shop online first, and it was really funny because they had a lot of like Confederate gear, and I was like, okay, like this is already like maybe they're just really big fans of like the Donetsk People's Republic's like original flag, like who knows. So I was like, all right, weird vibe to begin with, but whatever. Like I'll go into the store. And to my not surprise whatsoever, this Western cowboy store was just like a massive front for people who like clearly had like extreme right-wing politics.
Oh no, what?
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy.
I love Clint Eastwood. I love everything. I love his films. I also love what he says offline.
Yeah, pretty much. But it was just like I like went in there and I was like, okay, whatever. Like, it's just, Germans, and they're like, I don't know. I got to like, part of me gives them like the benefit of the doubt of like, oh, they're just old and they like, Southern rock or something like that. Who knows? Because there are people like that. They're just like, oh yeah, I see Leonard Skinner using this sign. That must like be okay for me then, and then there's like
Kid Rock fans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just there's I understand it as an American that it's a bad sign, but you know what? If a German doesn't and they legitimately think it's some like harmless sign in the US, you know what? That's in their own stupidity, and they should maybe know a little bit better. But it does exist. It simply is a thing here. All right. I'm not gonna judge a guy who like likes to play Leonard Skinner cover songs who's like 70 years old and like, Wuppertal or whatever.
Yeah.
So
great things happening in Wuppertal. Christian Linder's from there. There's an upside down train.
Exactly. Yeah. And, like Big Hoss and the Country Boys are playing this weekend at like, Beanie's like rock bar or something like that.
Yeah, your local kneipe or whatever.
Yeah, so this place obviously was not of that category, and they were very much they knew exactly what the Confederate States of America were, because they had a bunch of belt buckles that were only of states in the South, and by only I mean only Confederate states, like not even like states that were like
not geographical South, like capital S South.
Yeah, like they didn't have like any Southwest states or stuff like that. Because I was just just cruising around, just looking at it, it's like, what the fuck? Like but then the thing that really sold it is that then all of the like belt buckles that had a southern state on it had like dates on them, and it was like Mississippi 1861 to 1865. Like, all right, I know what those years are.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was very weirded out by it, of the sense of, you know, going in there being like, I knew what I was going to expect. I didn't expect it so outright up in front. And like, also there's just other belt buckles that were just like, you know, like Nordic ruins and whatnot and shit.
Oh,
like that.
in my cowboy themed shop.
Yeah. So,
no, you don't understand. The black sun is an ancient cowboy symbol.
Yeah, it's a lasso. Actually, it's a, you know,
it's just a lasso. It's just doing a cool shape.
Yeah, and it really, you know, as someone from the American Southwest, I could wholeheartedly say that I did not see one really like true cowboy related thing there, or a Southwest or America thing. I saw much more coded, you know, Nazi shit than anything.
You know, it's a classic cowboy map of Germany before 1945.
Yeah, like that bar near Rob's place that just has like a massive map inside of it of like Preußen.
Yes. So like there's plenty of these kind of things in Germany, and you've tapped into one of them, and one of them that I found kind of disconcerting is an obsession with the Celts.
Oh hell yeah. This is also like the same, like right up the exact same alley.
Oh, 100%. So yeah. Okay. I'm sure like, you need to imagine the like kind of like iceberg meme thing that goes around online where, you know, like
yes,
you're understanding like at the tippy top of the iceberg is like, you know, going to see the Kelly family for their Christmas show or whatever, a concert, something like that. That's like the German kind of just like, I'm dipping my toe into like Irish shit. Actually, that might be midway down. I think the first step is just having Kerry gold butter or something.
Yeah, I'm proudly Irish in that sense. Yeah,
exactly. But then it gets into like, so for anyone who doesn't know, the Celtic people are originally from like Switzerland, and once pretty much dominated most of Northern Europe. Basically, a lot of everything to the north of the Roman Empire, and it was the Roman Empire that kind of like pushed them to the UK and Ireland. The Celts in France were like Latinized and assimilated and stuff like that, which is why French sounds kind of weird compared to the other Latin like derived languages or whatever.
So you're saying the French are Irish?
Yes, I am, emphatically. But the thing that always kind of comes back to it is like German obsession with like particularly the ancient Celts, of like the ones that existed in Switzerland, in like southern Germany and stuff like that, as kind of like the true folk or whatever.
Okay,
is something that I see a bit of, and then from that you also derive like a lot of like more innocent obsessions with like Irish tweeness and things like that, or stuff like that. It's very strange. I think there's like a fetishization of like Celtic culture, and then like it gets into really uninformed stuff like merging all Celtic cultures together and being like, yeah, like the Celts in Switzerland were exactly the same as like, I don't know, the Irish in the 14th century or something like that. I was like, nah, they probably weren't. And
I don't know. Nothing's ever changed ever in history until the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, the spitting Jenny really undid the Celts. But yeah, it's weird because like you can get in parts of Germany these like Celtic cookbooks or something like that, and it's just filled with the like most insane shit I've never seen.
What like? Do you have an example?
Deer steak with blueberry sauce was one of them I distinctly remember.
What the fuck?
Yeah, which you asked me, that strikes me as like Nordic, right? Like I feel like
that sounds like not real food. It sounds like food that like elves eat.
Yeah, but like don't like Sweden put like Loganberries on things, like they put it on just like savory things, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
sure, yeah, why not? Sure, that sounds fun and Swedish.
Yeah, it's very. I feel like it goes hand in hand with also just the kind of like German obsession with like the early Germanic peoples as well. Like there's like understanding it from a historical perspective and thinking it's an interesting point in history, and then there's like being really into it and like I don't know, like Germania shit or like yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit's never good.
No. And yeah, the Celts.
I didn't know that it was. I didn't know that it was so in depth with like the Celt shit. I know that I've seen it in the sense of like with like Celtic ruins, like making their way into like neo-Nazi shit. But I didn't know there was like a deeper. I just thought it was like, oh, this shit looks cool.
Yeah, that's like classic. But like, I think for the Celts stuff, it's like kind of just like one step removed, right? Like it's kind of like when a guy walks into the punk scene with like an iron cross on his t-shirt rather than just a swastika. Like it's like it's like,
yeah, bro. I'm really into independent trucks, dude.
Yeah, no, the Nazis were really into like the ancient German peoples. I'm into the ancient Celtic peoples, which were also in Germany and probably likely remained. They just started speaking a different language at a certain point.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that's just fucking hipster bullshit with your Nazi symbolism and shit.
Oh, you want to go back to the German peoples? I go back to the Latene tribe, whatever the fuck.
But so yeah, what are these three? I guess before going any further, I guess you should probably introduce us in the show, right?
You should probably do that. Yeah.
Yeah. People be introducing their friends.
People be introducing things. Yeah. Yeah. Hey! This is your weekly Corner Späti. It's a Halloween weekend, Corner Späti, and a lot of the Corner Späti in are sick or tired.
No, they're just extra spooky.
Yeah, we're spooky. Yeah, we're ghosts. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
You'd be tired too if you were dead. Yeah, it's me, Ciarán. I'm joined by Nick. Nick's telling cowboy stories. Spooky.
I want a Halloween name.
Oh, Nick. I don't know. Mine is Scream On. Is that?
Oh, God damn it. I just realized the coolest name ever is the Transformer. Is it Starscream?
Oh, Starscream. Yeah.
I want that.
Name. You just want to be called Starscream. I want to
be called Starscream from now on.
I'm legally changing my name to Starscream.
That's so sick. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, my spooky name is just actually a name of a Transformer, Starscream.
Yeah. Mr. Starscream, your DHL package has arrived. Please, Mr. Starscream was my father. I'm Starscream.
I'm just Starscream. Starscream the third.
Yeah. There's been so many Starscreams. It's a tradition.
But
look, how are you going to know a woman loves you if you can't just like be called Starscream and then also insist that your child also be called Starscream? How will they know?
I don't know. Sorry, you cut out there for. Maybe you should turn your camera off.
Can I turn my camera off?
You can turn your camera off. I turned mine off.
Show all controls.
Just go down to your name and then to the left.
Go to my name. Oh, look at that. There we go. Okay. That might be better. Yeah, my internet's also trash because my internet is switching this month to a different provider after my contract finally runs out, and I feel like my old internet provider knows this and is punishing me for it.
Yeah, you're really like, yeah, it's fine. We'll get through this.
Like an ex moving out who's like just trashing the place after being dumped, kind of thing.
Yeah, they just don't. You know what? Einstein doesn't want us, or whatever you have.
Yeah.
Doesn't want us to pod.
Oh, you think Vodafone is taller?
No, I mean,
is a kiss better than me?
Works, I think. I don't know. I have no idea.
Anyway, all right. I have two stories for you, Nick.
Okay.
Hey, I want you to imagine a world where EU sanctions mean you can't get presents for your bros.
Oh no, I'd hate that. Count me out. I don't want to live in an EU where I can't get my bros the best Christmas presents.
Yeah.
It's an EU I don't want to live in.
So imagine you are a former prime minister of Italy, and you are a television magnate. You belong to a Masonic lodge. You're more machine than man at this point.
I sound like a cool dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I sound like I rock. I sound like women love me. Particularly younger women think I'm particularly attractive.
Yeah, definitely do.
Don't look into it.
That's definitely Gaddafi's niece or whatever. He said that one time.
Oh yeah, wasn't it Mubarak?
Oh, it was Mubarak's niece. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it wasn't Gaddafi. Gaddafi would immediately call you out on that, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Gaddafi would just like ring up the Italian consulate, and be like, "No,
yeah, no, dog. That was no, like, homie. That wasn't my. You're good.
My brother in Allah. That was not my niece."
Exactly.
I read recently that he was trying to radicalize Aboriginals to like overthrow the Australian government.
That he was trying to what?
To radicalize Aboriginals to overthrow the Australian government.
Yeah, I read that too.
Hell yeah.
I feel that all those stories are fake.
Well, like, Gaddafi definitely led a life that where like every second thing you hear about him does sound kind of fake, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. I don't believe. Yeah, you know what? Picture it didn't happen, Gaddafi.
Yeah, show me the overthrown government of Australia.
Yeah, right? Like, talk is fucking cheap, my guy.
All right. So anyway, the thing I was getting at is it was recently Silvio Berlusconi's birthday, right?
And we gave him the best birthday present.
Oh, we got him. What'll be a good present to get him? We got
him the technology that Mélenchon had, where he could transport himself to like 11 places at once.
Oh, we got him the hologram. Yeah.
We got him that. But we just told him that it functions like you can simultaneously be in 11 places at once. Not that it actually is a hologram.
Look, at this point, Berlusconi is more of a mech, more of an Ava.
Yeah, exactly.
He can just transport to several places at once.
Yeah,
great.
Silvio Berlusconi is like the main character in the cyberpunk, the Netflix show.
Yeah, Edge Runner.
He has where he has like, like an ubermensch ability of being able to like handle cybernetics.
Yeah. He's but like it comes for us all. He's going to hit cyber psychosis.
No, never. He'll never do it. There's just like 5,000 dead Italians.
Just him, just like absolutely roided out, just like yoked Berlusconi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, it was his birthday recently, and he got a present. that might be causing him some hot water. So, in context, what's happening in Italy at the moment is that Berlusconi is, trying to make a government with Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, who we've talked about before, as well as like Lega's, Salvini's Lega party. These three kids are trying to make it work. Even the big contention is that Meloni is very kind of like pro NATO, kind of like walking the line on that regard, and Berlusconi not so much. One of the things that happened with all the invasion stuff is I feel like a lot of attention was given to Germany supposedly being like too soft on Russia, when Italy was right there, doing shit like this, where so the present he got was 20 bottles of vodka from Vladimir Putin, and that might have violated sanctions, just receiving those 20 bottles of vodka. According to the EU Commission, that possibly violated sanctions.
Well, good for my man Berlusconi that he's getting in trouble with a body that will not do anything.
Yeah.
So, chalking up another W for Silvio Berlusconi. Actually, on the
that is the Italian equivalent of like cyber psychosis from the cyberpunk universe, right? Is just like stuffing way too many crimes and scandals into you.
Yeah, except for that, then nothing will ever, like, he won't reach it. My man will never reach whatever the bureaucratic EU version of cyber psychosis is.
Italian cyber psychosis is where finally the scandals have consequences, right? You've had too many scandals. It's happened to others, but yeah, Berlusconi's got a bit of a main character syndrome. He can handle it. He can take on another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, his abilities are off the chart. No, No, like the average Italian would have already hit cyber psychosis. 8 lawsuits ago.
8 sex party scandals ago, possibly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Berlusconi, I mean, he may bite off more than he can chew someday, but it's not happening anytime soon.
No. It's also funny that he's only now returned to European or Italian, domestic Italian politics, because he fled to Europe to kind of
yeah, he was just
he became an MEP.
Berlusconi, the refugee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just going to European Parliament of Madame von der Leyen, my country yearns for freedom.
Berlusconi looking at the refugee camp in Cyprus that had a fire in it recently, and he's just yo, I'm just like them for real.
Yeah, this is exactly. This is where did you see Kanye's apology? We can talk Kanye stuff, but he gave a quote, and he's I understand George Floyd having a having a on his neck. Why not it feels this week or whatever? It's the exact same mentality as that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanye West is George Floyd, but also hates George Floyd. Silvio Berlusconi is no different than a child in a Greek concentration camp. Clearly,
yeah. I am a refugee. I fled to Europe because in Italy it was illegal for me to get my new cyberware upgrade that allows me to
to do more crimes.
To do more crimes, but sexy crimes. Oh God. Yeah. So. I'll save my second news story for after you explain to me what the fuck is going on with Jesus. Was he ever Jesus Christ?
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
But yeah, I also just saw a thing that Tony Hawk dressed as Larry David for Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Just got a picture of him dressed as Larry David, like doing a grind on a quarter pipe. It's really funny.
This is a joke for Nick.
That's
exactly.
Cool. No, ooh, Halloween spooky. Ooh, Tony Hawk is Larry David. Ooh.
I think still the funniest thing about Tony Hawk is that like everyone doubts him when they meet him in public that he's Tony Hawk.
Yeah, those are the best. Yeah, and that happens so frequently. I love that he posts about it all the time. But yeah, what's happening with Kanye? You know what? Like, I'm just gonna be honest with everyone. Is that like there's a lot going on in the news lately, and I'm not paying attention to it to too much of it recently. One, because I need a break. And two, the Kanye stuff is way more interesting.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so like obviously it like I don't need to like explain too much of that, like Kanye just goes a bit insane the last couple of weeks, but it doesn't really start tumbling down for him until he just tweets out that he's going to go DEFCON 5 against the Jews. Which is something you don't do nor say or think or whatever. Like, just, like... so he immediately got permabanned on Twitter for that, which I guess he's going to come back because of, new Twitter ownership. Elon finally happened. Woo, we're so excited. But
we'll get to that in my other news story. But yes, go on.
Yeah. Okay. So, but then the thing is that then Kanye ends up like doing these like really bizarre interviews and like has these like really weird things where he's like, we saw like the White Lives Matter shirt. That's all, news in the past.
Yeah.
He like met with Tucker Carlson and they're like drinking this like Pepto-Bismol looking fucking shit that he's been concocting.
Oh,
and
did he get into the pink sauce scandal? Remember the pink sauce from TikTok? Is he doing that now?
No, but this shit looks like one looks like sort of just charcoal. It's these drinks that Kanye's doing, because Kanye's is always being weird. And the other one, the other one looks like pink sauce, but like it looks chalky. It looks like Pepto-Bismol.
Right, yeah.
So there's like a video of him like hanging out with Tucker Carlson, but then all of it like kind of like starts tumbling down when he goes on this podcast with, I think the guy's name is like Lex something. He's just like a libertarian, just whatever right wing guy. And I watched the whole interview. There's not really much of the interview that's in anything interesting except for that then Kanye West just for 2 hours straight cannot stop talking about the Jews. It is really uncomfortable to watch. It's a very bad, and the guy who is interviewing him is Jewish, and it is.
Well, that's okay, yeah.
So, then Kanye just kind of like after that interview just starts like literally lost to like I think 1.5 billion dollars in a matter of a week, and and then he then does like. He's lost every endorsement or every partnership he's had, whatever. Like, Adidas, Gap, everyone has stopped working with him.
Like what was it was Adidas, wasn't it? Because Adidas is German, right?
What?
Is Adidas German? Which is the brand that's...
Sorry, you were all pixelated again. Say that one more time.
Is Adidas German?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of because they were like one of the first to respond, be like,
exactly.
It was like, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he like lost all of his all of his endorsements and whatever partnerships, this and that he was working with, and then so the funniest thing is that then yesterday he comes out. So we're recording on Halloween, spooky, and there's a video of him that comes out where he's like issues an apology, and then at one point of it just pulls his phone out and just starts like naming off like what the Jews in Hollywood control.
Sure.
Like with that, like that list, you know, like that
Notes app or whatever.
No. There's like a list that like goes around right wing Twitter and like right wing Discord and whatnot. It's like a color coded thing of like what media is controlled by who. Yeah, it was like that level of like stupidity. Like it's just Kanye's on like true fucking Nazi shit now. It's amazing. That's all I wanted to say. Like it really is like it's so interesting kind of seeing these like worlds collide of like Kanye's like really weird like kind of like quasi like black Israelite shit, but he's like not even like really into it that much. He just likes the concept of being like there's just like bits and pieces of it that he likes of like some of the like black Israelite or like Hotep shit.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of it though is just like really like mainstream like ultra right like white supremacist shit. And I know that these like political ideologies at the end like aren't really all too far apart. You know, when you start like breaking down these just like obscure hyper reactionary, you know, movements.
Yeah.
But it's just fucking creepy. Like, it's really kind of interesting. The thing that then is just so interesting with all the Kanye shit, I tweeted about this the other day for any of the, like, you know, handful of people who follow my new account of, like, that it really is just, like, the most, like, on the nose, like, what the international right kind of thinks, or at least the, like, Western right, like, the shit that Kanye's like saying without a filter is like what either a lot of them already think or it's like what their politics like literally ends up at. Like Kanye, whatever, starts with the George Soros shit and then rightfully, and by rightfully, I mean like within the logic of if you view right-wing politics, Kanye is like, oh yeah, no, it isn't just Soros, it's all Jews, which I think that then he does the thing that then conservatives don't want to admit about that conspiracy. Kanye West just says it up front.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's really like refresh. No, it's not refreshing, I guess is the wrong word, but it's like, it's at least like nice to see it like culminate in a way of like people who like spout that shit out of like, no, this is what you fucking sound like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not like the George Soros fucking stupid conservative conspiracy thing. Like, you're going to end up sounding like fucking Kanye West.
I mean,
and you don't even realize it because
if you don't already sound like that, you just don't have a platform. Like,
yeah, I mean, it was always very clear when that conspiracy started getting pushed. Like, this is, you know, forever ago, like 20 years ago, that, you know, even before Glenn Beck like had that really like weird, like kind of there's that really stupid, like what is it? That Jon Stewart like famously made fun of with him with like the whiteboards or the chalkboards or whatever, and he's like going around the room and doing like he's on his like Pepe Sylvia bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, like the Soros conspiracy has been in the conservative mindset for a decade, even like before that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's yeah. I mean, it's interesting seeing it at face value for once, instead of someone pretending of like, oh no, I don't mean all Jews, and Kanye is just like, yeah, I do. I straight up mean all Jewish people. And you're like, oh, at least someone admits what this conspiracy theory is. It's just straight up full blown old school anti-Semitism. Like there's nothing like it's, I mean, it has a new packaging, but I'm surprised that Kanye is not saying shit like Judeo-Bolshevism and shit like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's incredibly strange, but it's like what you call it. There was a great quote circulating. It was like a Guardian piece about Giorgia Meloni, because there was like a March on Rome memorial thing that happened in Italy a couple of days ago because it's like the anniversary of it, and talking about like how Giorgia Meloni thinks about this, and they were like, what was the quote that they have from Giorgia Meloni? She was like, if a judge asks me if I'm fascist, I'm going to say no, because it will get me in trouble. And it's like that very kind of like clear, like, I know what I'm doing. I'm navigating the system. I'm kind of like, I'm saying the right things so that I can do the actions that I want to do, right? This is where Kanye's failing. Like, he's not capable of, like you said, he's not capable of talking about George Soros in like the scare quotes in the way that like most other people who talk about George Soros either know or are oblivious to the fact that that's just like very anti-Semitic and terrible. He's just like, he just doesn't know how to like, I don't know. Okay, so the one combination is like he doesn't know what he's doing. Like he doesn't know how to be a savvy conservative pundit, in which like the way that like Carlson does. Like, but at the same time, there is also the thing that you mentioned with the Black Israelite stuff is like he does want to grab attention as well, because like I think that's what he like. Maybe it's a very surface level understanding of Kanye West, but like his fascination with like the Black Israelite stuff and the Hotep stuff is, I think, comes from a place of like the kind of trend that he's always had of just trying to like get attention via shock, and kind of being like the most obtuse person in the fucking room. Like it's the same kind of like whenever you encounter like a guy in a tweed jumper, a tweed jacket with like a huge beard and glasses, and he's a bit overweight, but he always takes like at a party, and he always takes the like devil's advocate argument in every situation. Like,
no, he just does it because he's just a little different. He doesn't actually think this stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. he's just a cool, quirky guy who thinks that a fedora is an acceptable piece of headgear.
I would love if this comes out and like this eventually just comes around, and like in a couple of months we get like 2003 4chan Kanye West, where he is like wearing like a fedora and like,
oh yeah, that'd be so great. Yeah. Oh god.
And a waist jacket. And
I mean like, yeah, like we could, I mean, all the dumb Y2K shit. What would be so like, you know, the truest of cyberpunk would be this would be 2003 4chan Kanye.
Yeah, where he's like, he posts an album called, like, he literally does the be, I can be your angel or I can be your devil.
Oh yeah, I mean Kanye's corny enough too that he could do it and be like, this is the thing too, is I'm just like wondering as well, is that like Kanye has like a fandom that like of like also maybe some of the dumbest men on planet Earth.
Oh god, yeah.
Aside from Rob, but Rob
is the only good one.
Rob is the only good one, but Rob is like, you know, Rob is a conscious fan. Rob's not a fan of everything that Kanye does. Like,
Rob is very of the like, this man is kind of a clown, and like, yeah,
but he like he respects him for his true genius. I think Rob definitely, if you ever want to have the best Kanye talks, obviously with Rob. And to be very fair, Rob hasn't been paying too much attention to Kanye lately. Like, I think it's even a bit much for him, where my brain can take it. My brain is like silly putty at this point.
It's so funny because actually a little bit of a spoiler to like something we'll probably do in a couple of weeks or whatever, but like Rob has gone full what's Gunter Fellinger brain.
Yeah, like, true.
You two have swapped places. He's become really obsessed with Gunter Fellinger.
I've tried to ignore Gunter and it's been doing me well. And Rob's just like, all right, like, you know, Nick, I got it from here. Like, I'll take over. Rob's taking over my shift.
It's literally the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Splinter thing, where like, you know, like you're walking Rob when he's young, and now he's walking you now that you're old.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking now of like the really weird, like, I don't know if it's like a really bad meme. It's like one of those very poor taste memes, and it's like, it's like Fuck. I can't remember what it was. I think it's like Jeffrey Epstein, like Bin Laden, and like someone else in like heaven, and it's like, you know, like we'll watch the skies, like, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
No, I think I remember that. You kind of cut out. It's been a while since we did like remote recording.
Yeah, no, it's horrible.
I can't believe we did this for like all of 2020. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow it seemed more quaint, but yeah, no, it's like the whole thing of like I'm in the skies, you know, I'm watching from above, and Rob's taking care of business down on Earth. Newsflash, I'm dead. I'm podcasting from heaven.
Yeah, that's what Zencaster is. It allows you to be Zen. And actually, so sorry. Speaking, okay, well, no, I can't. I'm getting distracted because I remembered one Kanye thing, and I've also remembered one Gunter Fellinger thing. But we're talking about Gunter Fellinger, so I'm going to do that first.
God damn it! All right, yeah,
and we'll circle back to Ye.
I'm done talking about Ye. It's fine.
I have one last thing about. Okay, my last thing about Ye is that he got banned from the Yu-Gi-Oh competitive tournaments.
What?
I posted this in the group chat. No one responded. I was very disappointed. But yeah, there's a list on the Konami Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game website. There's a list of suspended persons from tournaments, and the first one, updated as of the 31st of August 2022, is West, Ye, card game ID 446436838, beginning of ban.
Where did I cannot find this. Where did you send this?
The Twitter group chat.
I'm not in the Twitter group chat.
Oh. Sorry, shit, you're not, are you?
No, I'm not. That's why I didn't see it.
I forgot. Yeah, because your account got nuked.
Yeah.
Shit. We didn't add you back to the group chat.
You need to add me back to the group chat. What the fuck? Wow. You heard it here, folks. I'm not in the group chat.
Sorry, you've been added back now. I love you, Nick.
It's fine. Oh, I just got a notification. Oh, damn. Someone added me to a fucking group chat. I should have been added to this weeks ago. Yeah, you fucking sickos.
But it's the first thing there.
Well, I don't. You have to send it again because I don't see it.
What? Oh, you don't get the backlog?
No, I don't get the backlog.
Anyway. God. No, I'm sending it now. We're resolving this live.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm very happy for you that Kanye is banned from the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. I'm sure you felt quite happy about that, didn't you?
Well, it was like finding out that he's in the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. That he plays it is very funny to me.
Eligible for reinstatement April 1st, 2057? Jesus Christ.
It's a ban. It's a life sentence. They've got like war on drugs rules over the Yu-Gi-Oh card game.
Damn. Do you think that he could like call up Kim to help him negotiate his like?
She has like huge sway.
Because her whole thing is like prison abolition now.
Oh yeah. She'll like meet with like Donald Trump will win in 2024, and she'll meet with him to get him.
Yeah, exactly. And then Kanye will be unsuspended from the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game.
Kanye has a 3 blue eyes white dragon deck build that he really wants to use. He saw it in the cartoon.
Yeah,
he's going to make them fuse.
Could you imagine Trump talking about Yu-Gi-Oh? Trump would have been the most annoying Yu-Gi-Oh kid.
Yeah, you would have. It was like, folks, he used Time Wizard. I hate Time Wizard. How does it work? Very bad Time Wizard. I just used my Karibo.
Oh God, I never played Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, I didn't either. I watched the anime, and I've been told the anime is not representative of how the game works because the anime was made before the game was.
Oh, okay.
So it's insane. But speaking of Gunter Fellinger,
all right, yeah.
Vucic was photographed with just on Instagram in just the most unflattering position possible, where it immediately reminded me of the Megamind no bitches meme.
Oh God, yeah, I saw this.
And I just kind of want to. I've incidentally, I figured out later that I've accidentally created the perfect response image to anything good defending her posts, which is just Alexander Vucic with no bitches written above it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be trying that out over a couple of weeks. I'll report back.
Wow, holy shit! He does look like that. Wow.
Why does Alexander Vucic look like Megamind?
How does Alexander Vucic just look like he looks like a mutated version of Philip Amthor? But he somehow looks younger than Philip Amthor, even though he's like double his age. Like,
I feel like, yeah, Vucic is like the Dorian Gray painting of Philip Amthor. Like he's getting all the weird like aging that's meant to be happening to Philip Amthor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's all very unequal.
I just want to know like what technology this is that they have.
Oh yeah, where like I don't think it's a technology. I think it's like a dark magic where you can like. It feels like a very like dark, evil German magic where you can offset the pain and suffering and natural like hardships that you face as a person, but you can only offset it to a Slavic person. That's evil German magic.
Okay. Yeah, this makes sense.
So like we can get rid of like an ailment that you have, but you have to give it to like a random Pole or something.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I don't like this trade-off. It kind of sucks.
Seems evil, actually. Why did I join the CDU? Anyway.
Yeah, I am evil. That's why.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm evil. Speaking of Eastern Europe, actually, this leads nicely into my last story that I found on the internet. Which is one of the people, one of the main characters of the last week or so is Elon Musk, naturally enough, because he's been forced to buy Twitter, a thing that most commentators, I think, have correctly discerned is both a bad move that he didn't want to do. And that he was kind of like reluctantly, because it was violating a contract and he would have like lost more money by not buying it at an increased, like at a massively overvalued price for Twitter, a company that has never made any money. So that's the fun thing that's happening there. He's talking about like charging people to have their like blue check marks or whatever, which we've got like a $5.99 per month or a $20 per month price point at the moment for that, and it has to be implemented next week or something.
Oh hell yeah, I can't wait.
He's also violating like loads of contracts now that he's in there. He's basically like firing a bunch of people and not giving them any of their like severance or like what's it called? Like the he's not honoring the golden parachute clause of their contracts. So yeah, that's gonna be. He's trying to do Berlusconi level of crimes, and I don't think he can handle it. He's not Italian enough.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's exactly the way I was going with this. Is that Elon Musk does not have a drop of Italian blood in him.
No,
meaning that the slightest scandal will cause him to go. What's it called? Cyber psycho?
Yeah, he's going to become a cyber psycho. Cyber psychosis.
Yeah, exactly. So Elon Musk, I don't think he has it in him. He's not going to. Let's just say that I don't know. Elon Musk definitely has of all of the most try-hardy billionaire vibes. Obviously,
yeah.
He had, but if any billionaire were to go, have cyber psychosis the quickest, it would be Elon Musk.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. He can't handle it.
This is all that this episode is about, is ranking which billionaires are most resistant
to our new form of Italian cyber psychosis, which is about
to Italian cybernetics, like AKA crime.
Italian cybernetics is just giving you the hip so you can fuck better that Berlusconi has. Yeah, right. So this is all coupled with like this kind of ominous thing that's happening right now, where all tech companies are shitting the bed right now. The whole thing I was saying is that like a lot of tech companies are having a really bad time at the moment. And Twitter is included. There was like a big Reuters report that like Twitter was losing all of its users and stuff, or losing a lot of them. So like the whole thing is fucking dying, and so is Facebook, so is Instagram. YouTube is not doing super great either. So Twitter, like Elon's kind of like inherited this shitstorm that doesn't really work and has never made money. So that's kind of funny, and it's going to be weird to watch him like ruin it. And he might bring Donald Trump back, but it kind of seems like Donald Trump thinks he's a loser. So that's funny as well. But
I think some people don't realize the sense that the Trump people don't like Elon Musk.
No, it's completely different demographic.
It's kind of funny that then people thought that it's like, oh, Elon Musk's first thing is he's going to bring Trump back, and then Trump's just like, I don't want to be on Twitter, like, which he's lying because he's the best poster ever.
Yeah, but he likes
like Trump is a bigger petty bitch than anyone could be. So yeah,
Trump has a tendency to just like call them as he sees them, kind of thing. And like I think he sees Musk as a bit of a loser and a weirdo. But
I mean, anyway, he's not wrong, you know.
No. But I want to take you away, Nick, to a wonderful world where people still think Elon Musk is cool. A bizarre country known as Romania.
The country where Andrew Tate lives in, right?
Yes, that's right. That is
where everyone drives Bugattis.
A classic Romanian-made car.
Classic Romanian-made Bugattis.
Dacia, never heard of it. Bugatti, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this isn't. This is the first time I've ever heard about this, but it doesn't surprise me. On Halloween or Halloween weekend, which has just passed, Bran Castle in Transylvania, Romania, has a big, super exclusive Halloween party.
I'm listening.
Yeah,
I'm a big I was gonna go do a Halloween party or go to one. I was thinking about it.
Yeah. The kind of Halloween party where apparently you're like private jet takes you to Bucharest, and then from Bucharest you get like taxied in by a helicopter to the castle that might have been the inspiration for Dracula, but like but they're definitely going with that theme, and there's like a super exclusive Halloween party confirmed at this Halloween party this year was Peter Thiel and his partner, as well as what's her name, Swedish actress Julia Sandström, who I don't know, but she looks very young, and she was posting about it on her Instagram and stuff like that. So this is the party, right? But usually the party is very like secretive and exclusive, and the manager of the castle, Alexandru Prișcu, doesn't like tell people who's coming. But it leaked in Romanian media and was widely suspected that Elon Musk was going to be there. It hasn't been confirmed that he was there or not, but people thought he would be. Nick, do you want to hear about what people did to get a glimpse of Elon Musk in Romania?
What did people do to get a glimpse of our God Prince Emperor?
Yeah. To deign the chance of being, libeled by him, to be called a pedophile by him.
Yeah, no, I just hope that one day I meet Elon and he just like via the like Cyberlink, or the fuck that thing's called.
Yeah.
The Neuralink.
The monkey killing machine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That he just completely just literally melts my brain by trying to import like the sickest memes just directly into my fucking cerebellum.
Yeah, trying to unpack a .rar file, trying to open linkinparknum.exe in Nick's brain.
Yeah, that directly into my brain now, Mr. Musk. Like, I don't want this fucking Twitter shit. I want, what LimeWire rips directly to my brain.
Yeah. So reading from Financial Times here, the manager of the castle, Alexandru Prișcu, told Pro TV broadcaster that guest lists were confidential and, quote, "It wouldn't be the first time when big names come here without us knowing. ... Elon Musk would be unbelievable, not just for Bran Castle, but also for Romania." Really? Okay, it's a whole country. Like, has he not been there before? Like, okay. Anyway, a giant welcome Elon Musk balloon was spotted on a makeshift helipad, and a
fucking lame.
A 4-hour-long traffic jam had formed as onlookers, service providers, and guests started arriving at the party to view Elon Musk. 4-hour traffic jam.
All right. I think that we've missed Romania being a very Reddit country.
Such a Reddit country.
This makes sense, all right? The fact of that, if your country attracts people like Andrew Tate, like, you maybe need to reevaluate your life as a country, as a nation state. Maybe the nation state model's not working for you too well.
Yeah, no, we need to separate it into a bunch of communes. I don't know. Do something. Bring back the Ottoman Empire, but only in Romania.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is great because I feel like Reddit country is a term that we've thrown around a lot, but actually this story, combined with the fact that Andrew Tate lives there, does really give you the full gamut of the Reddit experience, doesn't it? It's like that's the whole Reddit. That's every subreddit right there.
Yeah. Every Reddit server is in Romania.
It's all there. To all the weird Musk fans, overly tech optimist people, to weird manosphere types.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all there. Oh, that was the last little story I wanted to give you. It was an arduous experience to try and give it to you due to technical problems. Let's never do a remote podcast ever again.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. But before we go, Ciarán has something to shout out.
I do, yes. This is the last podcast before the live show. The live show is on Thursday, 3rd of November at 8 p.m. €5 in Comedy Cafe Berlin in Neukölln. Come see us. Nick will be there. Yulia will be there. Uma will be there. I'll be there. And we're going to be talking.
I'll be there too.
Yeah, I said your name. The connection's bad.
Just double check. I mean, I as in Starscream.
Oh yeah, sorry, I dead named you. You're Starscream now.
Yeah, come on.
Starscream will be there.
We hope to see you guys all at the show. I mean, it's not going to happen, but
in 3 days from now.
Do your best.
Yeah. If you don't come, we'll be very disappointed in you. And with that, we will see you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.